When I was living in Vietnam, I was almost involved in a very serious motorbike accident. But there was one thing that prevented that from happening, and that thing was a battle cry. Now, let me tell you the story about how I figured my battle cry was and how it prevented me from getting into that accident. So, I was just driving my motorbike one day in the city, Saigon, and just feeling, good, just a casual commute. Wind on my face, feeling good. But my eyes are always still like darting around the road, keeping an eye out, paying attention, right? But I eventually end up in this situation where I'm driving next to a truck. Now, it's not one of those big rigs, but something smaller, still pretty big, right? Driving next to one. And then out of nowhere comes a second one. And it's pulling up right next to me, and all of a sudden, I'm in between these two giant metal trucks. And if there's one place you do not want to be when you're on a motorbike, is in between two trucks. But so, they're pulling up right next to me, and they're getting closer and closer next to me. I'm seeing the metal right onto the two sides. And I'm just driving there, and I'm thinking, oh shit, danger. And so it's just getting smaller and smaller, and I look for it, but in front of me is a gap. And this gap is getting smaller and smaller, but it's where I need to go. And so my body just kicks in, and I rev the engine. I go, vroom, and I'm about to start dashing through, and that's when the battle cry came out. It just came out of me, out of pure instinct and drive to stay alive. And so when I hit that acceleration and just started dashing through, I yelled, "Tokyo Drift!" And I just right through the gap and made it out okay, made it out alive. And when I came out of there, I didn't even feel relieved. That wasn't even on my mind. What was on my mind though was, did I just yell Tokyo Drift when I nearly died? And so that's the story of how I learned what my battle cry was and just how it could have prevented me from getting into a serious accident.